Suchomimus. Hello, I'm Blue, and today I'm doing a creature concept from none other than the alligator mimic and river monster, the Suchomimus. First things first, before you can tame any creature, you must know where to find it. Being semi-aquatic, I think it makes most sense for the Suchomimus to spawn alongside rivers, ponds, lakes, and swamps, similar to Spinos and Baryonyxes. While you could always go for a knockout tame, I want to give the Suchomimus a more creative but also fun way of taming. Being a fish-eating lover, you must feed the Suchomimus a piece of fish meat by putting it in the last spot of your hotbar. It will walk up to you gently but devour the fish fiercely. After eating it, it will love the fish and you so much, it invites you to go on a joyride on its back hunting more fish, with each fish giving you taming effectiveness and the higher tier or larger tier fish giving you more. To make this not annoying, even the lowest tier fish will give you 4% on a ×1 taming rate, so you only have to kill 25 fish. And I would have larger than usual fish spawn around any Suchomimus, similarly to how jellyfish spawn around Archelons. As to what fish would count towards taming Suchomimus, I would have literally every fish in the game count, with fish like coelacanths giving you the least, megalodons and Cephactinus giving you a good amount, and the Zygdies giving you a lot. Simply taking damage wouldn't lose you any taming effectiveness, but you would lose taming effectiveness if your Suchomimus goes below 50% health. This would help tame the Sucho be more of a fun minigame instead of an annoying task to complete. Looking at you, Facile Suchus. To figure out what level you would unlock the saddle at, I looked at other creatures and the levels you unlock their saddles at. After some careful consideration, I decided to have the saddle unlocked at level 68. From what I know, there actually isn't any creature whose saddles you unlock at level 68. This would be the perfect spot for the Suchomimus. It's 1 above the Aloe, 1 below the Theory, 3 below the Spino, and 6 below the Rex. Great for an apex creature like the Suchomimus. For where and how you craft the saddle, you'll be able to craft the saddle in the smithy and, of course, the tech replicator. The resources necessary to craft one would be 350 hide, 40 metal ingots, 150 fiber, and 30 cementing paste, to align more with the Spinosaurid. I think what would also be really cool is giving the Suchomimus a unique looking saddle, similarly to the Gigantoraptor. The Sucho would have 2 fish baskets on the side of its saddle that actually visually fills up with fish when you put fish in the baskets. These baskets would increase the amount of time it takes for fish to spoil. While this could be useful, honestly this is more for aesthetic purposes, as I just love saddles that are specifically designed for the creature like mammoths and Gigantoraptors. The size of the Suchomimus made it an apex carnivore, even if it is smaller than the other apex carnivores. The Sucho's base health would be 700. In comparison, Aloes have 630 base health, Theories have 870, and Spinosaurid and Ascended have 800, so I think 700 is a good base health for the Sucho. Figuring out and picking a base damage of the primary attack for the Suchomimus was pretty hard because of Ark's sometimes weird stats, but in the end, I decided the Sucho should do 40 base damage. Again, in comparison, Aloes do 35, Theories do 52, and Spino's primary does 40 and its secondary does 60. I think 40 is fair. It's above the Aloe and matches the Spino in strength, at least when it comes to its primary attack. For attacks themselves, the Suchomimus, being a creature with hundreds of serrated teeth, would have a bite attack and be able to pick up small fish within its mouth. Its secondary attack would be a claw swipe, where it uses its long claws to swipe at creatures. To make this attack more unique, every third swipe would apply a bleed effect. The name Suchomimus means alligator mimic, so why not kind of stretch its meaning? The Suchomimus would be able to mimic the roar and the abilities that come with that roar of any creature it's just recently heard for a certain period of time. So if a UD courage roars, your Suchomimus can now also courage roar, or if a mammoth roars, it can now also roar too. I think it's a pretty cool ability and one I would love to see the Suchomimus have. The Sucho's second ability would be called River Monster. When the Suchomimus is halfway or more submerged underwater, once it gets fully out of the water and onto land, it will receive a huge increase in damage and speed for 20 seconds, essentially being a lunge ability for the Sucho and allowing it to catch anything not paying attention near the riverside. The third ability would be called Fishy Meal. The Suchomimus would give a passive buff where all nearby carnivores would heal faster if fed fish meat, allowing the Suchomimus to help out its carnivorous companions. And finally, kind of obvious, but it would also be a really good swimmer, being semi-aquatic and all. Thought I'd just mention that since I don't think I mentioned it anywhere else. What did you think of my Suchomimus concept? And if you like my creature concept, maybe you'll like my TLC concept as well. Anyway, I'm Rexy Blue. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day. Be kind, and bye-bye.